Try it right now. Run your own fingers along your palm or under your arm. Nothing. Maybe a faint sensation. Definitely not the helpless, squirming laughter you'd get if someone else did the exact same thing. Same fingers, same skin, same motion. Completely different result. It seems like a small, silly mystery. But the reason you can't tickle yourself reveals something deep about how your brain decides what's real and what's just you. Before we get to the brain, we need to separate two different things that both get called tickling. The first is nanismesis, a light, feathery sensation, like an insect crawling on your skin. You can absolutely trigger this on yourself. It's mostly just a nerve response. The second is gargalesis, the heavy, laughing, can't breathe kind of tickling, usually on the ribs, feet, or underarms. This is the one that requires someone else. Gargalesis isn't just a skin sensation. It involves a strange mix of pleasure, panic, and reflex. Some researchers think it's tied to defending vulnerable areas of the body, the same spots you'd protect in a fight. And that second kind, the real, laughing kind, is the one your own hand simply cannot produce. Here's the core of the answer. Your brain is constantly predicting what's about to happen to your body. Every time you move, a part of your brain called the cerebellum sends out a copy of that movement command. This copy is called an efference copy. It lets your brain predict the sensation that's about to arrive, before it even happens. If you move your hand toward your ribs, your brain already knows. It has the exact timing, the exact pressure, the exact location. So when the sensation actually arrives, it isn't a surprise. The brain quietly dampens the response. This is the same system that stops you from being startled every time you touch your own face, or that makes it impossible to surprise yourself by poking your own side. Researchers at University College London confirmed this directly. Using a robotic device that let people tickle themselves with a slight delay, they found that even a fifth of a second delay was enough to make self-tickling feel ticklish again. The prediction had to be just slightly wrong. This might sound like a strange glitch. It isn't. It's a feature, not a bug. Your nervous system is bombarded with sensory information constantly. Your clothes touching your skin, your tongue resting against your teeth, your own footsteps. If your brain treated every self-generated sensation with full intensity, you would be overwhelmed within minutes. So your brain learned to filter out anything it caused itself and pay full attention to anything caused by something or someone else. This is actually a survival mechanism. An unexpected touch could be a threat. A predicted touch, caused by your own movement, almost never is. Tickling sits right at that boundary. Someone else's fingers on your ribs are unpredictable, which is exactly why your brain treats them as urgent, even if you know it's just a friend messing around. The laughter itself may be a kind of submission signal, going back to early human and primate behavior, a way of saying, "I'm vulnerable here, please stop," even while seeming to enjoy it. There are a few fascinating exceptions to this rule. Some people with schizophrenia have been found to be able to tickle themselves. Researchers believe this is because the condition can disrupt the brain's ability to correctly predict and attribute its own actions, the same mechanism that may cause some patients to feel like their own thoughts or movements are being controlled by an outside force. It's a strange but telling clue. The ability to tickle yourself isn't really about touch. It's about whether your brain correctly recognizes an action as your own. There's also the robotic delay experiment we mentioned earlier. Adding even a tiny lag between your action and the sensation is enough to fool the prediction system, and suddenly your own touch feels foreign again. In other words, the moment your brain isn't sure who's doing the touching, the tickle comes back. So the next time someone tickles you and you can't understand why your own hand never works the same way, now you know. It's not about the fingers, it's about prediction. Your brain is running a constant silent simulation of everything you do, just to keep you from being overwhelmed by your own existence. The fact that it can't fool itself with a tickle is, in a strange way, proof that it's working exactly as it should. If you found that interesting, there's more like it coming. See you in the next one.